Assassin's Creed Black Flag was a huge fan favorite. It took the series beyond dense city streets and opened it up into a full-blown pirate adventure, with a greater sense of freedom, expanded naval battles, a stunning Caribbean setting, and Edward Kenway's story at its heart. And now it's getting a remake over a decade later.
We're on our way to Ubisoft Pune to try out Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. And now we're here. And now it's hands-on time.
So I got to play the game for slightly over 2 hours, and here's the short of it. If you enjoyed Assassin's Creed Black Flag, this is a game you're very likely going to appreciate. I guess even if you didn't play the original, it's easy to recommend. It's Black Flag with overhauled visuals and combat. The visuals are stunning, by the way. It's got the same story and Caribbean setting, plus new story content for familiar faces like Blackbeard and Stede Bonnet, along with new characters woven into Edward's journey. The major gameplay pillars I interacted with felt meaningfully reworked. Combat, for one, is deeper and more engaging than before. The original Black Flag had defense-breaking options, but fights still largely revolved around countering enemies and finishing them off. Resynced makes opening enemies up for takedowns a much bigger part of the combat flow without explicitly removing the ability to counter enemies. How? By making it fun to engage with all of its combat mechanics. You can break through the defense with sustained attacks, land perfectly timed parries, or drop them to the ground with moves like the sweep before following up. And it isn't just a matter of repeating one strong option. Enemies can react to predictable play, some attacks cannot be parried at all, and advanced foes push you to mix offense, defense, dodges, and different tools more deliberately. Stealth has been overhauled too. You can debag. Okay, seriously though, Edward can finally crouch freely in Black Flag, and that alone makes stealth feel much more intuitive. Parkour also feels more expressive, with advanced options like back ejects and side ejects returning, plus manual jumps that give you more direct control over where Edward goes. Naval combat has seen some meaningful upgrades too. The Jackdaw still forms a huge part of Black Flag's identity, but ship battles now have a little more going on under the hood. There are new secondary weapons and alternate fire options, while enemy ships can come equipped differently depending on the faction they belong to, adding to the combat variety. Even though I'm cheeks at it, I thoroughly enjoyed the naval combat in Black Flag Resynced. While those are my thoughts, you should hear it from one of the biggest Assassin's Creed content creators out there, aka ACV, aka Assassin's Creed Videos, who I bumped into at the event.
Today, we both got to play Black Flag Resynced. Now, from whatever I have seen on your channel, by the way, I love your content.
Thanks.
It's super in-depth and detailed. You can tell you're super passionate about the game.
Thanks.
What small or tiny details did you notice were different from, aside from obviously the big overhaul and the ground-up remake, what differences did you notice?
Combat is back, so a lot of people were asking me about unarmed combat, and they were thinking that Ubisoft has removed it, but it's there, and it's really good.
I mean, it's part of like one of the very first combat sequences. It was a gray area before this, but now we know it's back. Now, what do you feel about the hidden blades? I mean, they're obviously in the game at some point. But how do you feel about them not being like a main weapon?
So in the original, hidden blades were used as a combat tool. You can select them and you can just take on enemies. You can play the whole game using the hidden blade. You don't need any other weapon. But here they have made it, they have streamlined a bit, and they have made it a secondary weapon, per se. You can only use it for takedowns.
Right.
So after, your main weapon is your sword, dual swords. So after hitting an enemy repeatedly with your swords, when takedown option comes, you take down that enemy with the hidden blade.
Right.
So it's more in the background now.
And
many people won't like it, but I think it's an okay change.
This game, I really like the flow of combat. But aside from combat, what do you think of the naval combat and the visuals and everything?
The naval combat, I mean, Black Flag originally was a unique game when it came out. It didn't, no other game had that kind of experience. The naval combat, the naval exploration. I'm happy to say that it stays intact here. Everything that the original did, it matches it. If not does better, if it matches it perfectly.
Should definitely check his channel out, because it is literally the best place where I found like all of the AC information that I needed.
His channel has covered Black Flag Resynced in incredible detail and will continue to do so definitely check it out. Anywho, the hands-on time has me excited to play the full release, but I'd still like to know your thoughts, so sound off in the comments, and while you're at it, do the algorithm stuff. Bye.
PlayStation